Feel because we do have the Ten of Wands energy here. Some of you may be under a lot of stress, or this can even be that you feel right now that you are taking on a lot. You have a lot on your plate, maybe with your personal life or something that you've got going on, outside of yourself. And I feel like because we do have the Eight of Swords energy here, that there is a lot of maybe overthinking, overanalyzing, maybe a lot of anxiety for some of you. And I'm almost feeling it almost feels like there is some stagnancy that may also be present. And it almost feels like you're wanting this energy to shift and you're wanting some type of, maybe for some of you, wanting some type of change. I am seeing that we do have the Four of Cups energy here, and I'm noticing there is also, what do we have? Butterflies here in this Eight of Cups and this Ten of Wands. One at the back of her, behind her in this Chariot, and then we also have one in the Four of Cups as well. And so whatever this is with the Five of Cups energy here that is causing some type of disappointment, sadness, like I said, I'm feeling that there is a lot of emotions that you're feeling at this time. The Four of Cups can talk about boredom, missed opportunities, not seeing the opportunities that are surrounding you, or even kind of dealing with some type of rejection, where some of you could be dealing with rejection, or even deciding to kind of push certain things away. And then we have the word, I don't even know how to pronounce this, ennui or ennui. I think it's a French word, which means boredom, something that you're feeling bored of. And I'm noticing that we do have the Chariot energy here. And the Chariot is really, like I said, I'm kind of feeling that you're wanting some type of movement, something to change here. Some of you with that Six of Pentacles in reverse could feel like there is something that you're putting your energy towards, and you feel like it's not necessarily giving back to you what you had hoped, or you're just kind of feeling like you're in a, kind of like in a slump even for some of you, just kind of feeling like things are stagnant here. So with the Eight of Cups energy here, I am seeing that there is something that you are wanting to move on from, or thinking about maybe leaving behind. I feel like there is a considerable amount of transformation that you are going through, mentally, emotionally. And with the Ten of Wands energy here, it can even be that you feel like you've gone through a pretty tough cycle and you're ready to kind of bring that to an end. Some of you may have been working, like I said, really hard at something. I'm just hearing a really loud airplane going by. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups energy here as well. And some of you may be feeling called to connect with other people and, maybe have someone around you, close to you, friends, family, for support, or you feel like you need support at this time. But with this Chariot energy, like I said, it is about you having, strength and willpower and determination to be successful on your path and how you move forward. And I also noticed that the card that you chose, perspective. So this energy here with the message that is meant to find you is that whatever situation you feel like you're currently dealing with, something that you've currently got going on in your personal life, or even dealing with someone. Some of you could be dealing with people surrounding you. That this is Spirit really wanting you to focus on shifting perspective here, the way in which you are looking at something, right? Because this Eight of Swords energy is really saying that there is a lot of your mental space that is kind of maybe even a little bit overwhelmed mentally, okay? And I'm feeling with the Eight of Cups energy here, you're wanting to make some type of change. And it could be with the Four of Cups energy here that there is something that is currently surrounding you that you're not satisfied with, that you're unhappy with, and it really is that you are looking for fulfillment and happiness here. And I just feel like with that Six of Pentacles in reverse, that whatever it is that you're kind of working towards, has been something that you feel like hasn't really been giving back, like it hasn't been returned, like where you're putting your energy, you feel like it's not giving you the fulfillment or the satisfaction of that you're needing at this time. Okay, so I want to clarify this energy before we start moving into our oracle messages. So let's do that. I'm going to use another tarot deck. And I'm seeing a lot of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. Also air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then Earth, Forest, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like, it may feel like you're in a struggle right now where things are maybe a little bit challenged surrounding you. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to really focus with the Three of Cups energy here, to focus on joy and happiness, or at least moving towards things in your life that bring you happiness, that bring you joy. And if you kind of feel that whatever situation you're currently dealing with is not giving that to you, then that Chariot energy could be that you finding that strength and willpower within yourself to let go or walk away from something that you feel is not serving you any longer. So let's look at this Three of Cups energy here. For pile one, what is this Three of Cups, right? And I feel like with the perspective, it's really Spirit saying it's all in how you look at the situation, right? It's all in how you look at it. So what is this Three of Cups energy here? We have the Knight of Wands, okay? And the Knight of Wands is about passion and putting forth our energy towards action of achieving happiness within your life, okay? Like striving for happiness, striving for success. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why is the Ten of Wands energy here? What is this Ten of Wands, right? And if you feel like something isn't fulfilling any longer, then, having the courage to be able to let it go with that Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is also setting out on this quest or this journey of self-discovery and really finding out deep down inside, what is it that you truly, want? What is this Ten of Wands? Okay, so we do have the Two of Cups. Now, some of you could be feeling, dealing with a romantic partnership, okay, with that Two of Cups. It can even be romantic. It can be maybe even the place that you work, okay, or even a friendship that you feel is maybe tough right now. So the Two of Cups is about balance, and it's about harmony and being able to kind of bring about that type of energy. We do have the Emperor here as well, Aries energy. And so with the Emperor energy here, I am feeling that this is really Spirit wanting you to focus on, again, changing your perspective here, because the Emperor is about stability and a strong, firm foundation that you do have, or one that you're needing to kind of see things from a bigger picture perspective, so that you're able to take action and make decisions, especially if you feel, some of you with that Ten of Wands, it can even be like burnout that you're dealing with, like at work or with a romantic relationship, or you just kind of feel, this tough cycle. If you are, some of you this could even be a marriage or a long-term partnership that you have, or dealing with someone that things are kind of a little bit of a struggle right now. Okay, so let's see, what is this Eight of Swords energy? And the Eight of Swords is really when we keep ourselves stuck in a mental prison, right, of our own negative thoughts, own self-limiting beliefs that are keeping us stuck. We do also have the Four of Pentacles energy here. So the Four of Pentacles, in this case, could be that there is something that you are holding on to. And that could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a job, it could be something in your life that you may be settling for, that you feel like it's kind of like your life is kind of stagnant. And it's really about you maybe being afraid to take a risk by, changing up what you do or changing the current situation, or even if it is a relationship that is proving to be especially challenging, and you are at a place, and this is only for those of you that are kind of feeling that you want an exit from a relationship or to let go of something. That Four of Pentacles can be really holding on to something super tight and not wanting to let go, afraid to let go, afraid to walk away. Okay? And I feel like that is where Spirit is saying that there is this stuck energy here, of either stagnancy or settling for something where you feel like your soul desires for more. Okay, so let's see. And if you are dealing with say a romantic partnership, you may feel with the Six of Pentacles that you are putting out all of the energy and that person is not giving back, right? You're not getting the same energy from someone. So let's see, what is this Six of Pentacles? Some of you may find that something is no longer fulfilling. What is the Six of Pentacles energy here? We do have the Hierophant. Okay. Now, some of you, yes, this could be a marriage or long-term partnership here. Okay. Some of you with this Hierophant energy, it could be that there is maybe many lessons that you're learning from your spiritual path. I almost feel like some of you this could even be having to do with school or higher education, knowledge, wisdom. Some of you, I feel like with the Hierophant energy being here, that there could be a need for you to take a look at what your current belief system is about life, about love, about career, about work, finances, whatever that may be. Because sometimes this Hierophant energy could be that we have maybe a rigid way of looking at something, or we have self-limiting beliefs that are blocking us from being able to progress. So if there's something here with that Six of Pentacles in reverse, where you're feeling it is not giving back to you that reciprocal type of energy, there may be a lesson in this for you with the Hierophant energy, or a need for you to kind of take a look at how those current belief systems are maybe no longer serving you. Okay. Some of you, I'm also getting with that Six of Pentacles, you may be kind of closing or shutting yourself off with opportunities that may be surrounding you. Because we do have this Four of Cups, you could be feeling indifferent towards your life or towards someone, or even having someone make you feel that way, like you're being pushed away or you're being rejected. And that could in itself be something that's creating a lot of pain or even disappointment, sadness, loss, grieving even from a specific connection. And I am feeling that with that Six of Pentacles in reverse, that there is a need for you to change, shift perspective so that you are able to open yourself up. Because that Four of Cups can even be a blind spot, something that we're not seeing that is currently surrounding us. Maybe that is a solution to help us to get past a stage that we're in that may be a little bit mentally draining or emotionally exhausting. So what is this Four of Cups energy here? What is this Four of Cups? We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, the Nine of Swords is speaking of a lot of anxiety, a lot of worrying. Okay, and that worrying and maybe obsessive thinking could be something that is bringing about that blind spot for you, something that you're not seeing here. And so that's where Spirit is saying you're having to change perspective. You need to kind of focus on, for some of you with that Ten of Wands energy here, it could be looking at what your current commitments are, right? And those commitments could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be your commitment to your job, to, if you're someone who kind of gives all of your energy out towards doing something for someone, and you don't kind of give back to yourself, right? You're always the person doing it and doing it and doing it, and you feel like, who is here to help me? Who's here to give to me? So that can be where you're needing to look at those commitments and let go. of some of that heaviness, some of that burden, some of that stress that you may be carrying, right? The Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle. So you're needing to kind of look at what load you're carrying, basically. Look at your load that you're carrying. And I mean, that could be stuff from the past. It could be, like, literally something that you're spreading yourself thin, right? If you say you have a job, a 9 to 5 job, and then you also have this type of activity and that type of activity, and then you do this for this person and that for that person, and it's like you have no time left for yourself, right? So some of you, that can even be a situation. What is this Five of Cups energy here? We have the Fool in reverse, okay? So this can be some type of fear that you have. The Five of Cups can even talk about regrets or feeling some type of guilt, some type of heaviness here. The Fool energy is about taking a risk or taking a leap of faith into the unknown, into the uncertainty, okay? Trying something new, doing something new, especially if you're feeling some type of disappointment. And that Chariot is really where you begin to balance out your own energy and kind of get that energy moving forward, okay? The Chariot is also this energy of freedom, where we're letting go, whether it's a mindset or a lot of emotions that are invested into a specific situation that we need to kind of pull back our energy from. So what is this Chariot energy here? Why is the Chariot here for tile number 1? We have the Star. Okay, so this shift in perspective can even be something where you're needing to be more optimistic and hold faith and trust that you are being led on the right path. Now, some of you, the Star energy can even indicate that this is a need for you to really focus on your healing, and healing being something that is going to help you to progress and move forward. So let's see what this Eight of Cups energy is here, and then we'll start working on our oracle. Why is the Eight of Cups here? We do have the Devil. Okay, so Capricorn energy, we've also got Aquarius, Taurus as well. The Devil energy can be literally that we are stuck. For some of you, it could be a relationship, a connection, a cycle, a way of thinking. The Devil energy can sometimes talk about things that are limiting us, that are keeping us bound. It can even be attachment that we have to a specific situation or to a specific outcome. And the Devil energy is something that makes us feel stuck. It makes us, or limits our ability to be able to free ourselves and move forward. So some of you could literally be walking away from a toxic situation, a karmic situation, like I said, a way of thinking, right? Any type of self-limiting beliefs that are limiting you or blocking you. Now, because we do have the Eight of Swords here and the Nine of Swords, for some of you, it's going to be letting go of that mental space that you keep yourself in. If it's anxiety and fears and worries and, all of those things can be something where we focus so much on just that this is where Spirit is saying we're needing to shift that perspective. We're needing to walk away or let go of this Devil energy, right? The thing that is making us feel stuck or limited, or, if we have any vices, addictions that we're needing to let go of, right? That could be drinking and smoking and, bad habits that we have, right? Overeating or, not taking care of ourselves, whatever that may be. So I want to clarify the Devil energy, actually. Why is the Devil here? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, some of you with this Devil energy, this could even be talking about codependency. Okay, codependency with a specific person, or an attachment that you have to a specific person. Some of you, this could be talking about your own fear of success and pursuing your dreams, your goals. Because we do have the Nine of Pentacles energy here, the Nine of Pentacles is a very strong, stable, secure, independent, self-sufficient energy. Okay, so some of you, it could be literally letting go of codependency and attachment and really allowing yourself to kind of move into this very stable energy, right? So that you are focused more so on yourself versus external things that are around you. For some of you, like I said, if you were kind of like in that path where you feel like there is a connection that you're wanting to let go of, then it can really be about you walking away and letting go of that attachment to a specific person or to a specific outcome with that person there. Okay? Yeah, and I'm seeing the Eight of Cups again at the bottom. Okay, so there is something, whatever this devil energy is for you. Okay, like I said, it could be the mindset, it could be the healing with the Five of Cups that you're needing, something that you may be overdoing, overworking yourself. It could be a lack of drive or lack of passion, right? Fear, doubts, right? Anything that is keeping us stuck. And this is really Spirit wanting you to kind of find that power within yourself, that chariot, to kind of bring your energy into balance. And you're doing that by being able to change your perspective. If you feel like maybe the current situation that you're kind of going through right now is something that is particularly tough, then it can be like, I'm getting here, how you look at it, right? It could be that there is a bump on the road, or there is, some type of challenge, some type of obstacle. And you being the emperor here, you are taking control of the situation. You are seeing from a bigger picture perspective so that you're able to take all of that information in for whatever situation you're going through, enough for you to be able to take action, right? Take action here. Underneath the Eight of Cups, we see the Five of Swords, and that Five of Swords can be self-sabotage, and those self-sabotage can be thoughts, it could be insecurities, it can be fear, it can be any type of conflicting energies that we have. And being that we do have the Hierophant here, like I said, sometimes it is our own belief system. I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not this, I'm not that. And those energies in itself keep us stuck. And if you look here, her wrist is bound up, looks like on this, I don't even know what that is. Looks like somewhere in between these little trees or around a tree, right? She's stuck there. And then we also have the Magician, right? And the Magician is about you having the power to be able to change your situation. Okay? You have the power to change your situation is what Spirit is saying here. Okay? So let's go into your oracle messages, and I have like this super jumbo oracle deck. Oh, so let's see. I may have to split it in half, but let's see. What messages are meant to find you? Pile 1. We have Snow White and Rose Red with Sister Love. So for some of you, this can be strengthening your bonds, strengthening your connections with other people. If you do have people that are close family members, friends, then it can really be you connecting with other people, for support, maybe even to help you, right? Some type of guidance that is going to help you to have a shift in perspective. So let's see. What messages are meant to find you? Pile number 1. We also have It's Always Tea Time, and it says eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Okay. And I'm kind of looking at Alice here, where she's sitting at this table, and she kind of looks a little bit bored. So some of you with the repetition type of energy here could feel, like I said, I'm kind of feeling there is some stagnancy here, right? And it could really be that you're needing to connect with other people, maybe even take a break for some of you, a little bit of a reset, take a vacation to kind of regain or gain some clarity on your situation. And communicating and talking to other people may help to bring that clarity in for you. Okay, let's see. And some of you could be like waiting, for something to happen, and kind of just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like the same cycle. And this could be that need for that shift or that change. So what messages are meant to find you? We have a loyal guardian, and it says a magical protector is there for you. Okay, so with this energy here, this is also speaking about you If you feel like you're lost, you feel like, you're unsure, uncertain about something, this is really Spirit saying, we're here, right? We're here to help you, to support you. Don't forget about us. Don't forget that we're here. And, some of you may, not know that you can truly ask your spirit guides for help. They're not allowed to help. They're not allowed to interfere in your life. They are there to support you throughout your lifetime here on earth, but they are there for you. So if you need, someone and you feel like, oh, I don't have anybody, I'm alone, you're not alone. Okay, that's the first message there. This magical protector. Some of you can even be your spirit guide. Could be even an animal, right? Someone that that is, or not someone but like an animal. You may feel that you have a very close bond, and it could even be that that is your spirit guide on Earth. But for others of you, this is really Spirit saying that we are protecting you. We're here for you. Don't forget to ask us for help. If you feel like you need it, right? So what messages are meant to find you? We also have a little Red Riding Hood, and it says, I am not a victim. Okay? Now, some of you may be needing to let go, like I said, of a mentality of some type of self-limiting belief, right? That is keeping you stuck. You have a way, whatever this is that you're going through, even if it's just kind of a little bit of a phase right now, a little bit of a lull in your energy. This is Spirit wanting you to know that, again, we have this wolf that's right behind her, and we have a dog here. It's kind of like really Spirit wanting you to kind of maybe even have a little bit of a change or a shift within your energy, right? And you can be, for some of you, shifting away from a victim mentality for some of you, and more into this empowered version of yourself. So what messages are meant to find you? We have Artemis of the Forest, and it says, now you are independent and free. And I love this because that is this energy right here. Okay? The Eight of Cups is about letting go, walking away from something that is creating limitations for you, no matter what those limitations are. And that Nine of Pentacles is that freedom, is that independence. Okay? Is that independence. The Devil energy is an illusion. It is an illusion. It makes us feel like we are stuck in a cycle, we are stuck in a specific situation, and we cannot break ourselves free. So this message is perfect. Now you are independent and free. And that is the perspective that Spirit is wanting you to have, that you have the freedom, you have the power to change your situation, to change your way of thinking, to break away from any self-limiting beliefs or things that are blocking you. Okay? And I'm noticing that in this here, we have both of these little, look like a little stag and a deer. And these are very, very intuitive animals. So this is going to be about you truly tapping into your intuition here. So what messages are meant to find you? We have impossible things, and it says look at this, working through disbelief, taking imaginative leaps, and a fresh perspective. You guys, look at that. A fresh perspective, right? No more staying, stuck with whatever this might be for you. What messages are meant to find you? We also have Orca magic, and it says the Akashic libraries are open. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could be really, connecting with someone who may be able to look into the Akashic records for you. With the Orca magic here, orcas also, for some of you, may be feeling, well, you may not necessarily feel cold, but with orcas, listening to their song, listening to their sound, their music, the vibration. And I know that they have some videos on YouTube because I've watched them before, listened to them, and they sound really sweet, really beautiful. But that may be something that you want to listen to too, right? To kind of that frequency. to help and shift that vibration a little bit. Okay, so let's see. We also have, you are rare and free. So again, there's this message again about freedom. And it says, there are not many like you. Okay, you are rare and free. And that's what Spirit feels within you, is that you need to know that about yourself. You are someone who is very different, I feel like, than other people, right? Some of you with that victim mentality could be, like I said, having gone through a lot in your life, or even recently, currently, something that you are going through. Okay, so what messages are meant to find you? High level 1. So we have call for help, reach out, a need for backup, admit what your needs are. Okay, like I said, if you're feeling sad, stuck, lost, depressed, whatever that may be, we have sister love here. Some of you may have a sibling that you can reach out to, a best friend, someone to talk to, support from other people. Okay, this is really Spirit saying, ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Whatever this is, even if it's maybe connecting for some of you with a mentor, you know. We also have the Eclipse Mermaid, and it says a powerful energy shift, right? Also with the number 10 here. So closing out this cycle, this difficult cycle that you've been going through, and ready for that new energy, that shift here. So let's see. We also have courtesy here, thoughtful, polite, and good manners. Again, with this wolf here. So, and that's cute because they both look like Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, so I am feeling the energy, the shift within you. Right? That energy shift within you, believing in the impossible. Okay, so now we're going to just work on these two little decks here to get your last messages. Pile number 1, what messages are meant to find you? We have endurance, and it says, hold on, you can do this. I love this. This is so cute. Hold on, you can do this. Messages meant to find you. Pile number 1. Cooperation. Take the hand offered or ask. Okay? If there is someone around you who's wanting to help you, has offered to help you, or you feel the need to ask someone for advice, for guidance, for whatever it may be, don't be afraid. Okay? To ask for it. They also have devotion. And it says, be true and pure in thought and deed, right? Which is also about your actions here. Making sure that things resonate with you. We also have optimism, and it says, look up and look brightly. Okay, so with that perspective there, that is what you're shifting into. What messages are meant to find you? Pile number 1, last messages. Patience. And it says everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. What messages are meant to find you? Kindness. And it says take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Okay? So really, I'm feeling a huge energy shift here for you, right? By changing the perspective. Changing your perspective here. Okay, so let's get one more. What messages are meant to find you? Pile number 1. Journey. And it says branch out to new worlds. Okay? And we're seeing that 8 of Cups under there. Right? Which is you setting out on a journey. Right? Looking at things in your life, what commitments are there, where you're putting your energy, what's serving you, what is not, and walking away if you need to, right? Walking away from a mental space, anxiety, stress, something that is not serving you. Okay, and this is Spirit saying branch out to new worlds, which means you could be stepping outside of your comfort zone, trying something new, doing something new, headed into a different direction. Right? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 1. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Beltuse. So for those of you that resonated with the Sunstone and the T card, this is going to be your reading today. And we are finding out what messages are meant to find you at this time. So we're going to be pulling into the tarot first, and then we'll move into our oracle messages. So pile number 2, what messages are meant to find you at this time? What messages are you needing to hear most? What messages is pile number 2 needing to hear most? Okay, so we do have the Page of Swords energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What messages is pile number 2 needing to hear most? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What messages is pile number 2 needing to hear most? Wow, we have almost all the queens here. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. What messages is pile number 2 meant to hear? What messages are meant to find them at this time? We have the 9 of Cups. We also have the Fool. Let's get 2 more. We have the 9 of Wands. Let's get 1 more. What messages is pile number 2 meant to hear? We also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks, we've got the 9 of Swords at the bottom. And the 9 of Swords is really a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears, a lot of worries that you might have about something. This could be something that is taking place in the future, or something that, you know, you're wanting to do, or feeling a little bit anxious about doing here. Okay? So, like I said, we have 3 queens here. 3 queens here. The Queen of Cups is a very intuitive energy. This is very much tuning into that intuition, and it can also be any type of creative ideas that you have, okay, that you're needing to kind of open up to. I'm also seeing that we do have the Queen of Swords energy here as well. And the Queen of Swords is about clear thinking and being able to see not only things very clearly, but so that you can more so make a decision, the best decision that you can for yourself. And I'm noticing that we do have, in this Queen of Swords, she's got a little Libra sign here as well. So she is holding that kind of scale of justice in a way. And the Queen of Swords energy, looking at this here, is about you finding balance in your life and being able to kind of weigh your options with some type of decision or choice that you are, you know, wanting to make here. I'm also seeing some Aries energy here in this Queen of Wands, and then also some Cancer with that Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Wands is a very confident energy, and I almost feel like this is Spirit wanting you at this time to really embody these energies of the Queens, right? The Queen of Wands is going to be about your passions, your dreams, your desires, your goals, and being confident and feeling powerful and standing in your power, about your pursuit towards something that you are truly wanting to achieve. Now, you guys chose the T card, and this card is about luck and inner success and magic and intuition. Okay? And we are seeing the intuition here with the Queen of Cups. And so, with the 9 of Cups energy here, this is about your personal happiness and fulfillment. Okay. With the Page of Swords energy here, I feel like this is Spirit really wanting you to maybe do some research. There could be something that you're wanting, something that you're wanting to achieve. It could involve you stepping outside of your comfort zone to take some type of leap of faith into something new. And I am seeing a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles for some of you could be symbolic of meeting a new friend. It could be buying the house, moving, traveling, relocating, getting a new job. And it could be that there is a lot of anxiety that you're feeling right now about this new start, about this new beginning. And with the Nine of Wands energy here, some of you may feel like you've gone through so much already that you almost feel like, I can't go through anymore. I cannot go through any more than what I've already went through. And I feel tired, I feel drained, I feel exhausted. But the Nine of Wands is about resilience. And this is about you not giving up and continuing to move towards whatever your passions are, your dreams, your desires, and really at this time, trust your intuition. For some of you, that Nine of Swords could be kind of blocking out what your intuition is telling you to do. Your intuition could be saying, hey, it's time to start something new. It's time for a new beginning. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to follow that and take action here with the Queen of Swords and also the Queen of Wands. Both of them very decisive, action-oriented, and you, of course, are kind of going with what you feel inside. So it could be appropriate for you with that Page of Swords to kind of, do some research, some learning. The Page of Swords can be talking about online stuff. So if you are, say, looking for a job online, or you're looking for a new place to live, or you're, I don't know, even like if you're online dating, it could be some type of new beginning here, whatever that means for you. And I feel like by you taking this risk or taking this leap of faith and opening yourself up to unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities, that it is going to bring happiness and success. And sometimes when we don't know how things are going to play out, we get nervous. We get scared of change. We feel like, and I almost feel like because you guys chose the T with luck and inner success, that this is Spirit saying that this is truly a magical time for you, especially we have these three queens showing up in your reading. That this is truly a time for you to just trust and just take the leap of faith, whatever that this is for you. You could have something on your mind right now, something that you're feeling nervous or anxious, about. And I feel like Spirit is kind of wanting you to kind of remove that mask of fears or worries or anxieties and truly tune into what your energy is trying to lead you towards, because this is truly a lucky time for you. And I feel like looking at this little pot here, it looks like it's brewing, right? So there's something that's manifesting for you, and it's kind of like, now it's time to go. Now it's time to take the risk, take the leap. And you have this new beginning energy here, and I am seeing the High Priestess, okay, underneath the deck. And the High Priestess is all about the intuition, the answers that you're seeking for something in your life right now. Those answers are within you. This is kind of like Spirit saying, you already know the answer. You already know what it is that you're needing to do, but it is about you being brave enough and courageous enough to be able to pursue whatever that may be. Okay, so let's clarify this energy here. For some of you, like I said, with that Queen of Cups, it could be some type of creative idea, something that you're wanting to create here, something that you are passionate about. And that Queen of Swords is for you to really have that clarity so that you are able to make the right decision. Okay? Why is this Page of Swords energy here? So that Page of Swords is taking in knowledge, wisdom, learning something, maybe about the cycle that you're in, or learning something about yourself. What is this Page of Swords energy here? Look at that, Page of Cups, okay? This Page of Cups for some of you could, like I said, be something kind of like the Queen of Cups, something new, some type of creative idea for some of you, because the Page of Cups is a very dreamy, very Piscean energy. This can be about something having to do for some of you with art, music, painting, writing, drawing, something that really allows you to truly express yourself. So this is a form of expression with the Page of Cups. Okay. So let's see, what is this Queen of Cups energy here? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is the Queen of Cups here for pile members 2? Okay, so we do have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this is Spirit saying there's something almost like this happiness that you're wanting in your life. Like it feels like it's being blocked right now. Like you're wanting this fulfillment and happiness and to kind of feel complete. And like I said, the anxiety, the fears, the worries about the future, the uncertainty, the unknown could be something that is blocking out your intuition at this time. And that in itself is blocking you from being able to achieve the success and the happiness that you're truly wanting. So that's kind of why it's so important here to understand that the need for trusting, okay? And that full energy is about trust, right? Because we're taking a leap of faith into something new, a new beginning. And I feel like with the 10 of Cups being in reverse, there could be that you're kind of feel like, I need this change. I don't feel completely fulfilled. I need something to change. I need something different. Okay? So that happiness is in some way right at your fingertips. And you need to know, like I said earlier, this time is something where this energy is kind of brewing, and there is, new growth and potential with you being able to trust what your intuition is leading you to do at this time. So what is this Queen of Swords? We have the Page of Wands. Okay, this Page of Wands is about feeling excited about starting something new. Some of you could be traveling, relocating, making the decision to move, making the decision to get a new job. Let's see. What is this Queen of Wands energy here? Try a new skill, do something new, a new hobby, a new something. Why is the Queen of Wands here with this star? Okay. So the star energy, Aquarius, I feel like the Spirit's wanting you to shift into a more optimistic type of energy, in that you are holding trust and faith for that forward movement, right? This is also a time of renewal. So it is about you kind of finding that peace within the self. It's also a time of creative inspiration, especially with us having the Queen of Wands, right? This is the time for you to really gain clarity and vision for what it is that you want for your future. Okay. So let's see, what is this 9 of Cups? I have the 9 of Cups here. We have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Now, some of you, this Lovers in reverse could talk about the ending of a relationship. Okay. But for others of you, I'm seeing this as maybe a decision, a major decision that you have been sitting on making. The Lovers in reverse is also talking about maybe even some type of imbalance within your life, and really needing to kind of bring about that balance within the self, so that you are able to find that happiness that you are seeking within the self. Okay? Allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open. For some of you, it can even be trying to force a certain situation that may not necessarily be working, right? In which case, this is about you, maybe for some of you, pulling away from that and kind of opening yourself up to something new. Okay, why is the Fool energy here? We have the World in reverse. So there's some type of ending here that needs to happen, almost that you are resisting closing out a cycle, or that you've kept yourself stuck in a cycle that you need to bring to an end. Because the World is the last card in the tarot. Okay? After the World comes the Fool again, with card 0. So with the World in reverse, there is something here that needs to come to an end. I don't know what that is for you. I will clarify it, but being that this is a general reading, whatever it is that you feel that needs to come to an end, like I said, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be anything that's going on in your life that is trying to close out here. But you taking that risk or that leap of faith into the something new during this magical time for you means that you're needing to close this out. And if you're resisting letting it go, you're kind of prolonging this stage where you are staying stuck in this cycle, right? So why is the World in reverse? What's the World in reverse? The Four of Swords. Okay. Some of you, this Four of Swords energy with the World in reverse could be that you have spent a lot of time in reflection. A lot of time with things on pause, or your life on pause. And just kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's kind of like, like I said, Spirit's wanting you to embody these energies here of the Queens so that you are able to feel a sense of freedom, right? It can also be with the Four of Swords that you're needing to take a little bit of a pause and look at the current situation that you're in at this time so that you can clear your mind to be able to make the decision, okay? Without fear, without restriction. What is this Nine of Wands energy here? We have the Fool in reverse. Okay. A Fool in reverse, which is fear. Right? Fear of taking a risk. Fear of the unknown. A new beginning. Right? And I feel like this is Spirit saying you're letting this anxiety and fears and worries get in the way. What is this Ace of Pentacles energy here? And that Ace of Pentacles as well, not only a new beginning, a new opportunity, but the Ace of Pentacles also brings in luck, abundance, prosperity. Okay, let's see. What is this Ace of Pentacles? The Hierophant. Yeah, so some of you, this could be getting a raise. Okay, getting a raise here. This can even be for some of you going to school, starting school, higher education. Not just a raise, but for some of you, it can even be like moving up, say, in the company that you're in, like a promotion. Okay, let's get one more. What is this Ace of Pentacles? Like, this is like you guys are leveling up, okay? You leveling up. It's time to level up. It is really the message that I'm getting here. What is this Ace of Pentacles? It's like this is Spirit saying this is the time right now. Again, your Nine of Swords. This is the time to do it. It's time to make the choice, the decision. Okay? Let's look at this Nine of Swords. The Chariot. Yeah, so Spirit is wanting you to kind of break yourself free from this anxiety, from the overthinking, from the overanalyzing things. Okay? From the overanalyzing. The Chariot is about you balancing out your own energies and really getting your energy kind of like in a momentum where you are quickly moving forward with your life, right? No more pause, no more holding off. This is time for you to really embody these powerful energies here, and for you to really just go. Some of you, this anxiety is over moving, traveling, relocating. Some of you could be moving to a completely different country. Some type of powerful movement here with the Chariot energy. We've got Taurus energy here as well, Gemini, and Cancer. Okay? So really just this powerful energy. It's kind of like this is Spirit saying this is the time right now to get this energy moving forward. Okay? So, yeah, and I'm seeing the Knight of Wands underneath the deck, which is all about action and passion and forward movement. So it's time to move. Pile number 2. Okay, so let's go into the Oracle messages now. Pile number 2. What messages are meant to find you? Okay, so we have Beauty and the Beast. And it says you need some space in a relationship. Okay, now that may not apply to all of you, but for some of you, if it is a relationship, this is Spirit saying you need some space. Okay, for others of you, that relationship could be with a specific friend. It could be with your job. Like if you feel like this job is not serving me, right? That relationship doesn't necessarily have to be romantic in nature, but it can be if this is time for you to really pull back your energy and focus on you. Okay? We have strange companions in stranger places. And it says challenges, use your imagination. Right? So you're using imagination at this time, your intuition, to help to find a solution, to find a way around certain situations. We also have butterflies and gloom, and it says after sadness, happiness, and hope return. Okay, now some of you could be, like I said, healing from a relationship. We are seeing the Lovers in reverse. So some of you could have been in a relationship that has ended. And that is Spirit saying you need space. It's time to move forward. It's time for a new beginning. Okay? After the sadness, happiness and hope return. So you're able to kind of shift yourself out of this energy of maybe of stagnancy for some of you. So let's see. Let's go into this other one here. What messages are meant to find you at this time? File number 2. We have Wit with Puss in Boots. Okay, so this is really Spirit wanting you to use your intelligence with that Queen of Swords energy here. Clear thinking, clear direction, action. Okay. We also have find the lesson, and it says discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. Okay? So whatever situation you're currently in, find the lesson in it. What is it teaching you? Whether it's that something at work, something with school, something, with another person. What are you learning from this experience? Okay? Let's see. Let's get one more of these. What messages are meant to find you? As we've got 2 more. And it says, deep dark sea mermaid, find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. Okay? So it could even be the places that you're not looking or the places you need to look. Are the places you need to look to find the answers. And sometimes, like I said, those answers are found within the self. Okay, in quiet reflection. We also have the fairy ring here, and it says new skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements. Okay, and we're seeing that, like I said, for some of you with that Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant, it could be with school, it could be getting a promotion, getting a raise. This is Spirit saying you're in this positive energy right now. You're needing to just kind of trust it and go with the flow. Okay, go with the flow here. So let's go into these. Pile 2. What messages are meant to find you? We have Fairy of the Divine Hand, and it says intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. Okay, so this can be any type of the distorted view can be the way that we're looking at something. It can be our own self-limiting beliefs. It could be clouded thinking. The intoxication and the overindulgence can, of course, be any type of like anxiety over something, obsessing over something or a person. So this is a need to kind of shift outside or away from that energy, because it could be something that is keeping you stuck. Okay? What messages are meant to find pile number 2? We also have the Angel of Time. It says working too hard. Okay? So some of you, this could be something that you are involved in, a job where you feel like you are giving way too much of yourself and you need to start focusing on yourself more, or, even finding a job where you don't have to run yourself ragged. If it is dealing with, say, a specific person, because we did have this relationship energy come through. If you feel like you are the person who is doing all the work in the relationship and you are the only one who is trying and reaching out and putting your energy, that is Spirit saying you are working too hard for that situation, right? That's a need to really kind of take a look at if you are kind of seeing things in a distorted type of energy. We also have the Dress of Alchemy, and it says release your power. Okay, and we saw the power unleashed earlier with your 3 queens that showed up in the reading. So this is really Spirit saying it's time. It is time for you. This is a lucky time. You're going to find this inner success. Trust what your intuition is guiding you to do at this time. So now we are going to go into these 2 little mini decks. And these are going to be our last messages for our reading today. So past 2, what messages are meant to find you today? We have words of love, and it says speak with your heart. Okay? So this can also be the way that you speak to yourself, right? You speak from a place of love and compassion and empathy, especially if you are going through, a pretty difficult time, or you've gone through something particularly challenging, and, sometimes we can have a lot of negative self-talk, right? So this is really Spirit saying, speak with your heart, with your feelings, with your emotions, expression, right? And even the creative things that we do, right? Those are all things that are coming from our heart. What messages are meant to find you? Pile number, that one just went on the floor. Okay, so this one is grounding, and it says the beginning is where you need to be. Okay, so since we saw the world in reverse, like I said, this is a need to close out a cycle, to bring it to an end so that we can have a new beginning. So this is time for you to really focus on getting yourself grounded, balanced out here with that Chariot energy. Okay? The beginning is where you need to be. You have a new beginning here with that Ace of Pentacles. This is where I'm saying it's time to go. It's time to make change here. Let's see what else. What messages are meant to find you? We have the Peony with health, and it says focus on all parts to make the whole. Okay? Now I did notice that we have intoxication and overindulgence here. So some of you, this can even be getting healthy, right? I'm noticing that they have all these little treats here, and one of it says, eat me, with all this little food that's on their lap. So some of you, could be taking better care of yourself, right? Improving your health, getting healthy. We have Everlasting Daisy with fortitude, and it says, be brave and dig deep. Okay, so you're digging deep within yourself to find your power and release it. Okay, so let's see what else. What messages are meant to find you? Pound of the 2. Friends, and it says the most unlikely friendships can form. Like variegated lichens on hard rock, they create a tight bond. Okay, so for some of you, this can also be about you opening yourself up to new friends, right? And it could be in very unlikely places, or maybe someone that you wouldn't even considered to be a friend that turns out to be someone who you could get really close to, right? And there is this very strong bond that connects between the two of you. What messages are meant to find you? We have the energy of renew, and it says nature continuously renews itself year after year. So this is also a time for you to renew, a time for change for you, especially if you've been feeling like things have been stuck or stagnant in your own life here, right? Time for change. The beginning is where you need to be, is what Spirit is saying. It's time for a new beginning. We have opportunities, and it says unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. So the opportunities are always there. They are always surround you, but it is about our perception, right? About our perception. So let's get one more. What messages are meant to find pile number 2? We have growth, and it says the tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. Okay, your whole reading has been about this. We also have resilient here, and it says stay as strong as evergreen trees. Okay, knowing that you are resilient. Like I said, some of you may have gone through a lot, particularly challenging things, but this is now time for your rebirth, your renewal. You got this. We've got inner success. Luck is on your side. It is all about you trusting where your intuition is leading you at this time, and it is for your new beginning. Okay, we're leaving the past in the past, and we're moving forward. So I'm going to leave your reading here for you, pile number 2. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Hi, Pal Freeze. So for those of you that resonated with the gold stone and the snake card, this is going to be a reading today. And we are finding out what messages are meant to find you today. We're going to get started with our tarot, and then we will move into our oracle messages. So what messages are meant to find you today? Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords. We have the Magician. What messages this pile number 3 meant to find, are meant to listen to today? We also have the Ace of Swords. We also have the King of Wands. What messages are meant to find you? We also have the King of Swords. We have the Star. The Knight of Wands. So, we have the Lovers. And then we also have the Emperor. And then underneath the deck, we do have the Full Energy. So I'm just going to move. Let's put these over here. Just going to move this down a little bit. So I am noticing that we do have quite a bit of action here happening in your reading. Being that we do have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords energy here, and also with the Fool. And we started off with the 5 of Swords today for your reading. The 5 of Swords energy can be any type of self-sabotage. It can be any type of self-limiting beliefs that we have that are making us feel very defeated in life. And I'm noticing that we do have the Magician energy right next to that. And the Magician is about you realizing the potential that you have within yourself to be able to manifest your dreams, your goals, your desires, whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into manifestation. We do have the Ace of Swords here as well. And the Ace of Swords is about some type of breakthrough, some type of clarity that you will be gaining. And I feel like it is going to be something that is helping you with breaking yourself free from this 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords can be a very challenging energy mentally. Some of you could literally be dealing with people where there is conflict in your life. and first-hand type of communication, which there is an argument, a dispute, a fight, some type of challenging energy there. It can also be speaking about conflict that you have with another person, or it can be speaking of conflict that you have within yourself. And so that in itself can kind of make you feel very defeated. And it can also be something that kind of disempowers you in a way. So with the Magician energy being here, I do feel like Spirit is really wanting you to kind of find your power within yourself. The Magician energy is really about you having all of the tools that you need within you in order to manifest and create here. And that Ace of Swords is going to bring you that clarity that you might be needing right now. The Ace of Swords, I kind of like to think of it as the light bulb going on for us. So we have some type of idea or inspiration and, a clear mind so that we know where we're needing to take action. And that's another thing that I'm seeing here is decisions, action here with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about you kind of stepping up and taking a leadership type of role or mentality for yourself in your life about pursuing dreams, desires, goals, passions, and putting forth the energy and taking accountability and responsibility for the experiences that you are having currently in your life. We also have the King of Swords energy here as well. And that King of Swords is going to be not only the clarity with being able to take action, make decisions, but it's also the intellectual maturity with you being able to mature the way that you are thinking. So if you are someone who's kind of caught up in this mindset of the Five of Swords and feeling very challenged, or even conflicting thoughts and ideas that keep you stuck, this is about being able to kind of break yourself free from that type of energy. And it can even be about you shifting into a more positive, more optimistic type of mindset. So there is change that is taking place for you. The Nine of Wands, again, kind of like the King of Wands, this is about you kind of pursuing passions, desires, goals, dreams, and kind of having this power and this energy with going after them. Okay? The Lover's energy in this case is going to talk about major life decisions that you may feel that you're needing to make at this time. And with the Emperor energy also being here, this is, again, that leadership, that discipline, that focus, that strategy and planning so that you are able to make clear decisions for yourself. We do have the Fool energy here as well. And the Fool is about taking a leap of faith. I almost feel like every single pile got the Fool energy today. So there's a lot of Spirit kind of pushing us and wanting us to become, I feel like, better, more empowered versions of ourselves. And with the Emperor energy, this is also about you really grounding yourself, grounding your energy, maybe even having a little bit of a shift in perspective, because the Emperor is about seeing things from a higher perspective, so that we can really plan and strategize the actions that we are wanting to take. And so for many of you, it is going to be about feeling courageous enough, strong enough to be able to welcome in these new changes and feel, like we're not letting any restrictions hold us back from taking some type of leap of faith in your life. Now, you did choose the Snake here. And the Snake in this deck is really talking about personal transformation that is happening within you. This is talking about shedding old skin, shedding old ways of thinking and doing, and really truly stepping into your power here as the Magician, right? Finding the tools within yourself. So let's certify this energy here. And we got Aries, Leo, strong Leo energy here. We also have Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius energy. So let's see. Pile number 3. Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here for pile number 3? Nine of Wands. Okay, now some of you with this Nine of Wands energy could be that you feel that you have gone through a lot. You could feel very drained, tired. as part of your journey may have been something that has been very challenging. Okay? The Nine of Wands is also resilience, right? So some of you may be feeling defeated by something in life and feel just exhausted, like tired, like when is this cycle going to end, right? And let's look. I want to get one more. Why is the Five of Swords energy here? We also have the Three of Cups. And I almost feel like this energy here is something that is blocking out your happiness, your joy, kind of like robbing you in a way of the happiness that you are truly meant to feel. Why is the Magician energy here? Okay, now some of you, I am seeing here, some of you could be dealing with friends, family. Some of you, this can even be outside influence that you're dealing with. I'm kind of getting that because we have the Three of Cups here, and there are 3 cats. And then I'm also noticing in this Magician, we have 3 skeletons that are behind her. So some of you could be dealing with a situation that does involve other people or another person. Okay, why is the Magician energy here? We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now, some of you, this Two of Cups can be talking about a lack of balance that is happening within you, like a lack of harmony that you're feeling within yourself. And this is really that this is Spirit saying you have the power to change this energy, right? To let go of this, because we are talking about transformation here with the snake. So the Two of Cups energy is going to be about you having the power within yourself to be able to regain that balance within the self. Some of you with that Two of Cups in reverse, it can even be that there is a past partnership, some like a breakup, a separation, that you are going through, that you are healing from, or that some of you may even be trying to work on manifesting an ex-partner. Okay. Why is the Ace of Swords here? The Knight of Wands. Okay. Now the Ace of Swords, or any of the aces in the tarot, they come in by way of the divine. The divine kind of brings these opportunities in for us. And that Ace of Swords is speaking about clarity and about being able to see things clearly so that we are able to take action. Okay? It could be any type of idea that you have, some type of success and achievement that you're wanting to kind of move towards. And I feel like this is also speaking for some of you because we do have the Knight of Wands energy here. And this is one Spirit wanting you to kind of remember the value of your own mind, and your ability to be able to determine how you react to situations or outside circumstances that may be kind of affecting you at this time. Is kind of what I'm seeing there. The Knight of Wands is about that movement forward, that action, that passion, that desire to move forward. And for somebody, like I said, it could be a specific idea that just kind of comes to you. Let's see, what is this King of Wands energy here? When we have, wow, the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see, what is this King of Swords energy? Some of you, this is really Spirit wanting you to focus on taking some type of action towards maybe even something for business, for work, career, your finances, and you kind of taking that active role in that. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now, some of you with the Six of Cups in reverse, this can be talking about the inability to be able to let go of the past. Okay? The inability to be able to let go of the past. And that could be a past partner, a past situation. There could be childhood memories that you're meant to focus on healing so that you can release them. Okay? The Six of Cups can kind of keep us stuck. And so with that coming in with the King of Swords energy here, this is Spirit wanting you to really clear your mind. Okay, clear your mind here, especially if there is a past, say, person that you're holding on to. Why is the Star energy here? The Four of Cups. Okay. Now, with the Four of Cups energy here, some of you could be feeling disappointment, boredom. Some of you could be dealing with rejection. Someone who has ghosted, someone who has pushed you away. This can even be that there are opportunities that are currently surrounding you. For some of you, opportunities that are there to progress or to move forward. But this could be a blind spot for you. There could be something that you're not seeing with the opportunities that are becoming available to you. And so I'm feeling that this transformation that's taking place, like I said, this is talking about inner transformation, not necessarily something on the outside of you, but this transformation that is meant to take place within you. So it could be really transforming these thoughts that you have with this Four of Cups energy into this more powerful energy of the Star. The Star is really something that comes in the tarot after the Tower energy, and the Tower can be something that creates upheaval in our life and kind of makes us feel like our world is being flipped upside down. These are often things that are kind of like outside of our control. The Star comes in as, that brings in healing and renewal. It's kind of like the calm after the storm. Okay? So the Star brings in hope and faith and trust and optimism through this process. So for some of you, that Four of Cups, could be that there are a lot of new opportunities that are currently surrounding you, but you're not open to them. Okay? So this is going to be for you to kind of have that shift in perspective, to pay attention to the people or to the signs or the synchronicities that Spirit is kind of bringing to you to help you, to lead you on your path. What is this Knight of Wands energy here? What is this Knight of Wands? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles is also Spirit wanting you to focus on keeping yourself disciplined, organized, moving forward, even if it's little baby steps that you're still working towards moving forward. Okay? Let's see what this Lover's energy is here. The Emperor. We have the Emperor here too. What is this Emperor energy? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Emperor energy, kind of like I was speaking about earlier, the Emperor is really this energy of structure and discipline and focus, strategy, planning, having a big picture perspective. And that is where I feel like with the Lover's energy here, this is making a decision, right? A big decision that I feel like Spirit is wanting you to make here. The Page of Pentacles energy is about that eagerness to begin or start something new. Some of you, that could be a business opportunity, a creative opportunity, but this is Spirit wanting you to focus on creating something new. Okay, that can be different things because we are doing a general reading right now. But that can be different things to each of you, right? Some of you could be like, okay, I always wanted to do this, or I've always wanted to do that. I have a hobby that I like. I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to write. I like to be crafty, whatever that may be. And we do have the Fool as the overall energy. And so the Fool is about, sometimes stepping outside of our comfort zone, letting go of any limitations. The Fool is also about freedom. It's about discovery and exploration, and about taking the leap of faith into a new direction, right? Because we have a lot of transformation that is taking place here. Eyes this Fool here. We have death. Okay, so yes, we have the snake transformation, personal transformation that is taking place within you. The death card is about bringing an end to anything that is not serving you. Relationship, job, way of thinking, stuff from the past that you haven't let go of. It's time to bring it to an end. Okay, with that death card. So whatever that may be for you with that Scorpio energy, with that. And I also see judgment underneath the deck. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio energy here. But judgment is about us being able to release the past. It is an opportunity for us to release the burdens, the heaviness, the stress, the pain, everything that we're holding on to. And we gain freedom by being able to let go. Okay, we learn the lesson, whatever it was that we've gone through, and we are free of these things that we're holding on to. So judgment is all about release. It is about the kind of like being the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So profound amount of transformation that is taking place. And this is Spirit wanting you to know that you are going through a transformation at this time, right? Don't resist it. Allow it to just be what it needs to be for you at this time. Okay, so let's go into our oracle messages for messages that are meant to find you right now. File number 3. What messages are meant to find you? We have the Dragonfly Mermaid, and it says, you've attracted wonderful news. Okay, so things are changing here for you, right? You now have this opportunity here that Spirit is wanting you to focus on and kind of putting forth this energy. Some of you, it could literally be like if you are trying to work towards a new job, a new career, a new relationship, whatever that may be. This is Spirit saying that with this transformation that is taking place within you, you're changing your vibration, you're changing your own energy, which means that you no longer are going to be attracting things that are not necessarily serving you or not giving you the fulfillment that you desire, right? You're switching into this more empowered energy of clear thought, clear action, discipline, focus, strategy, using your resources, taking risks where you need to in your life, and attracting, better quality things in for yourself. Okay, some of you maybe could be getting some good news that you've been waiting to hear. We also have nature communication here, and it says flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. Okay, now some of you may have a very strong connection to nature, to the fae, to the flower energies, the elementals, is what Spirit's saying here. So that may not resonate for all of you, but those of you that do have that connection to nature, to trees, to animals, to, flowers and things like that, it could be that these, energies have messages for you. So if you are someone who likes to spend time in nature, this is going to be about you really spending some time outdoors, doing breath work or doing any type of meditation so that you're able to see clearly, hear clearly what it is, what messages these elementals do have for you. Okay. So what messages are meant to find you? We have keeping up here, and it says immense effort and advancing. Okay. So we've seen here the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords. These are all very empowered energies. Okay, this is mastering these skills, these accomplishments that Spirit is wanting you to focus on. So with you putting forth the effort to this transformation for yourself, this is you leveling up, right? Advancing with where you're at. And then we also have the Princess Who Never Smiled, and it says healing. Okay, now some of you could literally be like that, where you feel like I've gone through so much that I don't even feel like smiling anymore. I don't feel happy. I feel depressed. I feel sad, and it's kind of like there's so much going on around you, but you're not seeing it, right? Because you're kind of sitting in that energy. So this is also very important for you to focus on healing, right? Healing may be something that's very important for you at this time, so that you are able to kind of regain this balance within yourself, so that you can heal, so that you can experience, like I said earlier, experience happiness and joy within your life. So let's see. What messages are meant to find you today, pile number 3? We have bats in the belfry, and it says you can achieve great things, right? You can achieve great things for yourself. We also have Cinderella with magic, right? And we did have the magician here. So this is spirit, knowing that, letting you know you do have the power to create change here. Let's see what else. And I also feel like be patient as well, because I'm noticing we have 2 little clocks here. And then it says it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Now, those of you where you feel like it's just kind of like the same old, all over again, this is you kind of changing out of the old, right? And kind of bringing in some new energy. All right. So we have belong to your own dream, create your own life. Okay, so your own dreams is where spirit is wanting you to focus, not on anyone else at this time, but shifting that energy more towards yourself. You living your own life, creating your own life, focusing on your life. Which means, like, if you feel like you're putting yourself on hold for another person, another situation, something that's external to you, this is time for you to kind of bring that energy back to yourself. And if you feel like you're stuck in the same cycle over and over again and things are not improving, this is time for that transformation, right? This is spirit kind of wanting you to see that you do have the power to change the situations. We also have uncertainty, and it says choose who you will become, right? So this can be about, maybe doing some soul searching, some really thinking about what it is that you are truly feeling called to do, right? Because judgment can also be, spirit calling us to step into our soul's purpose. Why did we incarnate here? What is our purpose? What are these lessons that we're learning? How can I find what my soul's purpose is, right? Healing is going to be something that really helps to open that up so that you do have the clarity that you need to understand and find that magic within yourself, so that you're no longer focusing on everyone else and kind of, living life by what that person's doing, what this person's doing, but you're focusing on you. Okay, belong to your own dream. This is spirit really wanting you to work on your manifestation as you are going through this transformation here. Especially if you feel like you've been stuck in this karmic cycle over and over and over again. It's kind of like never ending, right? So we're changing that here. What messages are meant to find you, pile number 3? We have powerful personal growth. Okay? So lots of changes that you're experiencing within yourself, and that could be affecting the way that you think, the way that you take accountability and responsibility for the experiences that you're having in your life, right? Making different choices, removing yourself from situations that are no longer serving. We also have a powerful energy shift with the eclipse mermaid. And then we also have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment, right? We had that Ace of Swords underneath there. So somebody that is feeling like you're kind of getting stuck in a rut and you want change, this idea or this something is being brought to you, right? By spirit. And this can also be spirit saying it's time to transform away from the old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing, and step into this new power, this new energy, right? Of being able to, go through this powerful transformation of self and truly start to believe in yourself and your ability to be able to create and manifest beautiful change within your life. Okay, so now we're going to go to our last little messages here. We're going to be pulling from these 2 little mini decks here. For pile number 3, what messages are meant to find you today? What messages are meant to find you, pile number 3? We have compassion, and it says tread a little more tenderly. Okay, now this can be you being compassionate towards other people, but it can also be about you being compassionate towards yourself, right? More self-care, more self-love, putting yourself first, setting boundaries, being kind to yourself as you are healing. So let's see, the way that you speak to yourself, right? What messages are meant to find pile number 3? We have the bird of paradise, self-acceptance, right? And it says you are so much more. It's time to start accepting yourself, right? Belong to your own dream, create your own life. What messages are meant to find you? We have slow down, and it says the pace must abate before it's too late, right? So some of you may be kind of moving forward with decisions too quickly, and you're needing to really think about how those decisions are going to play out, right? Is it a pattern of behavior that you have from the past where you make quick, rushed decisions, and then it ends up to be something that doesn't turn out in the most pleasant way, and you're like, wow, I should have waited, or I should have done this, I should have done that. And now this has been a decision that has affected me in a negative way, right? So take your time when you're making a choice or decision to think about things clearly, right? We have the King of Swords under there. So, don't feel like you have to hurry up and rush and make split decisions or choices. Yes, take your time when you're thinking about them and take action, right? This isn't saying that, you should stay stagnant or that you shouldn't make decisions and choices that are going to help you to move your life ahead. But also take some time to think about, okay, well, how is this decision or choice going to affect me, right? How is it going to end up for myself? What can I tell from my past choices, my past decisions, and where they brought me to right now? And how can I make sure that this is the right choice for me at this time that is going to help to improve the quality of life that I'm experiencing? Okay, so have free what messages are meant to find you at this time. Resilient, and it says stay as strong as evergreen tree. So this is Spirit wanting you to know that you are resilient, right? Even if you have gone through a lot. We have light, and it says look to the space between the trees for answers. So to me, this is about you finding that light at the end of the tunnel, being able to find a solution by reflecting within the self. Okay? Being able to find that light within yourself. And then we also have trust, and it says the robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Okay, so learn to have trust in your intuition or in the divine, in the universe, right? And deep down, you're finding your strength within yourself to go through this personal transformation by letting go of things, right? That no longer serve, right? Spirit's saying, choose who you will become. Choose who you will become and create your own life. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here for you, pile number 3. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys in the next reading.